I'm here with my best friends, Olivia and Jazeera. So today we're gonna be doing a girl talk. I got all these questions. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of them, but we'll try. Okay, which one do y'all want to go through first?
This is the most interesting.
Right.
That's the most interesting one. So.
Okay. Well, y'all pick a question. I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna start with. Pet peeves in a relationship. No, because oh my god, the list could go on, but like my biggest pet peeve is lack of communication.
Yes, like you just
literally, like I feel like
you're done.
you're done. Lack of communication is just like, all right, like I feel like,
are you interested?
I hate when like you talk about your pet peeves in the beginning of a relationship and we like communicate, and they be like communication is key. When we get deep into that relationship, that communication is gone.
It's like
it's like as soon as you get into the relationship, the communication is giving, but as soon as you too deep into that relationship, it's like ready to go. Like,
where did it go? What happened?
What's going on? Like what's going on? Because if you're in a relationship, at the end of the day, your partner, at the end of the day, you have to keep your partner up with everything. Not every single thing, but keep them up. Like if you're gonna leave them on the lyric, at least keep them up with what you're doing.
Or like, you know, another thing
that be another pet peeve, bro, is when you're in a relationship with a guy, particularly. I don't know how this applies to girls, but when I'm in a relationship with a guy, they act like temptation is impossible to fight. And that pisses me off because what do you mean by that? Like for example, like there's a lot of guys that will approach me when I'm in a relationship, but since I know I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna be like, nah, I got a boyfriend or I got a girlfriend, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, they might look good to me, but I know they're not my man, so I'm gonna just be like, no. But for guys, if a girl's approaching them, it's hard for them to say I got a girl, when for girls it's not that hard. It's not that hard, literally. And it's like, if you're in a relationship, you should be able to fight temptation
that should be
easily.
That should be the first thing you tell them.
That should be easy.
Exactly.
Like,
and ain't no sorry I got a girlfriend. It's I got a girlfriend.
What you talking about? Exactly. Like, so it's just like weird to me, like how they can't fight that temptation. And I feel like temptation is a big thing in a relationship. And if you don't know how to fight that, then I feel like, what are we doing here? No, literally. Because then it gets to the point of, if they want to do something like freaky, you know, and you can't say no. Apparently no is not in your word caliber. Right. So it's like, huh? And then you get to the cheating part and then you say, oh, I'm sorry, it was an accident.
You know exactly what you was doing.
That also pissed me off. Like saying cheating is an accident, that blows me to the core. Because you're telling me you accidentally text somebody, then you accidentally planned it,
like,
then you
know what you're doing when you're cheating.
Exactly. Like, so it's just exactly weird. Like that whole
another pet peeve of mine is like, I feel like, what am I gonna say? If you're like, for example, if you're like communicating, I feel like communication is not only just telling a person how you feel. Communication is understand. I talk to you about this all the time.
We talk about it all the time.
Communication is understanding from
where the person is coming
from each perspective of the conversation. Exactly. It's like, understand me, bro, because if you don't understand, where are we going with this conversation?
I feel like, and also putting yourself in my shoes. Literally. In the situation, not just like be like, okay, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but like actually put yourself in my shoes in the situation, and how would you?
Because you don't understand if you're not putting yourself in that person's shoes. It's just like you just saying you understand just to shut the person up. It's like you don't actually understand for real.
You're not really getting it.
Because it keep happening for you to understand. Like, it's like, come on now, do you really understand?
Another thing about it is I hate when I'm confronting my man about a problem and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, and okay, then we acknowledge the problem for you to do it again. So there's no point in you saying sorry, and there's no point in doing all that if you're not going to fix the problem.
And especially if like it could be something so small and it's like seen as like, say if you do something to me and I was like, oh, that was low-key disrespectful. It could be something so small and I come to you about like how it bothered me and you're like, nah, it's not even that deep for real.
What do you mean? It's my feelings.
It's my feelings. Of course, you're gonna think it's not that deep because you're not the one that it happened to. It's not your feelings. So
that's where putting yourself in that person's shoes comes into play.
You can't just tell me how to feel if it's not your feelings for real. That's what people don't understand. It's just like, bro, how you gonna tell me how to feel?
Exactly.
Because it wasn't done to you, so you don't understand. And at the end of the day, I told you about this too. it's like you have to actually, I feel like a lot of people have different mindsets, and a lot of people think differently. A lot of people think, because me, I think deeper than a lot of people.
Right.
So like it could be something so small, but I'm gonna think about it real deep, because at the end of the day, I feel like people don't think they're as mature as they think they are, because to be really mature, you have to have a mindset where you have to think about how other people will feel about things, and some people don't truly like have
I feel
this
like
mindset
that's
thinking
where
like that.
it gets rocky, because me, like you said, I feel things on a deeper level, and I'm emotionally aware. So when I'm feeling, I could put words to.
Emotionally aware, yes.
Whenever I'm feeling, it's not I'm sad. It's more deeper than just sad. Like, some people can't really put the words to what they're feeling, but me, I know exactly what I'm feeling whenever I'm feeling it. So when I'm confronting you, it's like, it's really bothering me.
Exactly. When I feel some type of way, I'm going to be able to put it into words, and I'm going to say what I need to say. That's a sign of being in touch with your feelings and being in touch with your emotion, which a lot of people aren't in touch with their emotion, because they don't know how to explain things, or they don't know how to understand a person's perspective.
That right there is a big thing. I just hate when I'm confronting whoever about a problem that's going on, and you can't put yourself in my shoes.
Literally.
Then that's a problem, because the problem's not going to be solved if you can't understand why I'm feeling the way I am, and the problem is just not going to get resolved regardless. Because the whole thing about whether it's friendships or whether it's, you know, whoever you're messing with, you need to be able to understand and put yourself in that person's shoes to really get the problem resolved. Because other than that, the problem is going to still there.
So small. Just because it's so small doesn't mean that it's not
so much bigger than that.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like you ever feel like sometimes people care more about other people's feelings than yours?
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, like,
or
it's just like, wow, it just leaves me
like, don't do that after I
speechless.
just came to you with
It's just
something.
like, wow, it's
you
like,
just act like it's nothing.
What I'm saying.
Or that's another thing. I hate when people are going through something and we're partners together, we're messing with each other, and they're going through something, but instead of talking to me about how they feel, they push me away.
God, heavy on that.
Like,
if you're in a relationship, why are you pushing me away?
Exactly.
Don't be in a relationship.
Like, they get so guarded as if we're not together. And the whole point of being in a relationship is we're supposed to be able to come to each other when we need each other.
The whole point is to stick together, be in everything together.
We are one.
I'm
together. Like, that's the whole point, together.
And I'm supposed to be the shoulder that you cry on, because I'm your girl. So
I'm your girl. Like
so what are you talking about? So
like, I'm your girl. Like,
it's not like I'm a friend or a stranger or somebody you just cool with. But I'm your friend, so why are you getting distant and pushing me away?
Heavy on that, like
come on.
Like, I'm your girl.
That pisses me off.
I saw this quote. It was like I want a man that could be. I think I sent both of y'all this. It was like, I want a man that could be able to take me everywhere and be like, yeah, me and my girl might come. Heavy on that, cause what? Like, why aren't you come on them? Like, we're supposed to be
like, if they with their bros and their bros trying to do some weird shit, like whole type weird shit, I feel like I want my man to be like, oh, so my girl can come too?
Right?
Like, I want them to be like, oh, I'm not going there because I'm with my girl.
Heavy on that.
And biggest pet peeve, listen to me when I say this, I hate when niggas refer to me as they bitch. Don't ever do that, bro. Like, that pisses me off. Like, if you talking about, if I'm ignorant,
but if it did,
like,
you're good.
Come on,
you're done.
Like, what are you doing?
You're done. Kidding?
Like, if I'm messing with you, I'm your girl. That's the only way you're referring to me. Literally. Not no, I'm your, you know. I forgot this is YouTube, so
listen. Definitely be forget.
It's like, don't do that.
Right.
Okay, you can pick the other one. I don't know. I don't look
at I'm excited.
They all good.
Let me see.
That's so annoying. Don't ever refer to me
like
that.
That's not a good one.
That's the quickest way you can get cut.
Yes.
You're done.
Okay. And I don't know why they think that's cute. It's
that's
really
not cute. Like, you wouldn't call your mom that, so don't call me
Achieving your standards in a relationship.
Ooh!
I'm talking about this. Oh my god.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
You go. Oh, you go.
Okay. Okay, for me, a lot of people don't understand this, but I feel like for me, you have to build, like, in your mind, in my mind, realistically, I have a perfect, like, my idea of a perfect relationship. So if I'm with somebody and it's just, I'm nitpicking things that they don't do that matches my idea of my standard relationship, it's just like, do I really feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like, I feel like,
but I also have to say something on that though.
What?
Not to be like this, but also because me and my mom were having this conversation, and I was showing her my standards, and she was like, so what do you expect from this? And I was like, that's a really good question. And I was really like, okay, I know, like, there's nobody's perfect, so nobody's gonna have the whole
point is to build
thing.
it though.
Yeah, I feel like nobody's gonna have the whole thing, but if you have like the build, like, I forgot what's the word, like, not the and not backboard, but like, you know, the like,
you have the
structure, the foundation of all of it, then that's good. And if I'm coming to you with like something that is one of my boundaries or my standards, and I want you to if I want you to fix that, you should be like, okay, so she prefers this.
Because somebody that truly want to be with you should not have an issue with fixing their stuff for you.
Yes,
at all.
They won't. Exactly. So that's one of my things. And also with standards, bro, I just feel like this is a heavy topic.
A touchy topic. Like, literally, like.
I feel like for me, standards, I'm not gonna say they're new to me, but I used to have standards, but this was quote, to lower your expectations but higher your standards. And I used to flip it. I used to lower my standards and higher my expectations. My expectations for
and
I'm the type of person, I'm a growing person. I learn as I grow.
Exactly.
So I retain a lot of information. So the information that I retain is how I, you know, fix things, edit things, you know, change things.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing for me. I expected so much from guys, and they literally disappointed me every time. But I feel like if my expectations were low and my standards were high, I would have a different outcome.
You ever had somebody trying to make you feel bad for having your standards high?
Yes.
Yeah.
Recently too, because it's just like, come on.
Because it's just like, it's nothing wrong with knowing what I want at a young age. And if you're not giving what I want, it's like, you can't be mad at me because you're not giving what I want.
Exactly.
Like,
and this might be off topic, I don't know, but one of my things is direct. Like, when I'm wanting something from a guy, bro, I'm direct on it. I'm very direct. You'll know what I want when I text you or when I call you or whatever. It's never gonna be does she want this? Does she want, where's she, you know? Because guys do that a lot. They'll be like, oh, I just want somebody to be straightforward. But you guys are never straightforward. It's never, I just want to, you know, feel me? Or I just want to date her, or I just want to see where it goes. I really it'll make the situation much easier if you were so direct on what you wanted. Because me, if I just want to, you know, I'm gonna just tell you that's what I want to do. Now if it goes somewhere else, then that's another conversation. I feel like that's another thing. When you're just trying to, you know, and it goes somewhere else, that needs to have a conversation that needs to be had. Because now feelings are getting jumbled everywhere, and now it's like hella confusing. I feel like if you're gonna do something with whoever, whether it's a relationship, whether if you know, whatever it is, you need to be direct on what you want.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be wishy-washy. Like, I shouldn't be at home confused, like, what is this?
Right.
It should be, I already know what it is. Now if I catch feelings or something happens, then that's on me, and that's something I gotta communicate. But other than that, I'm just heavy on being direct, because I don't like having to be confused, because it just makes everything more complicated. If you were direct from the beginning, there will be no room for confusion.
I hate, what's the word, not approaching, but like, what's the word you use when you like always, like, I don't know, like, I hate having people come into my life and the relationships be the same thing over and over again. Like, I want to be able to have smooth, like, no love is easy, but I want to be able to have a great love where we're always happy. I don't want to be 1 week happy and then 1 week like crying because I'm like, why are we doing this again? Like, that's too no relationship. At the end of the day, this is something so real. Like, no relationship is easy, but no relationship should be stressful. Everybody is going through something in their life, and a relationship should be the last thing we're crying about. No relationship should be stressful at the end of the day. Like,
Anything? Okay.
I was gonna do
oh, sorry.
It's alright.
You know, these topics is really bad.
I was gonna do dang, I lost it. What was the one I was gonna do? You could pick yours. I'm gonna think of mine because I forgot what it was. I don't even think it's on there.
But what does this mean? They what?
Oh. It says how to deal with someone who acts like they want you and lead you on even though they know they don't want you.
Now that one is very tricky to deal with, because you never know, because right now
you never know.
You don't know what
love bombing is. Love bombing is thing. I went through it.
Easy,
and that
man.
was not pretty. It was not giving. It was not giving.
I've been led on in the sense of like, you know, I've been led on in the sense, okay, we're gonna break this one down. I have a body that's very appealing to guys. So from a young age, guys, I never knew where they stand with me because I knew the first thing they were seeing was my body.
Yeah.
So as I grew up, it got easier to separate it, but I always fell in that trap of they're telling me all they want, telling me all this good stuff, what I want to hear, all of it, just to, you know, you feel me? So it's just like, how I dealt with that is you have to, me being a shy kid really helped me because I'm very observant. And that's what you have to be when it comes to leading somebody on. You have to be very observant on how they're speaking to you, how they're looking at you, what's their body language giving.
Exactly.
Because
one thing about me, I can feel energy real strong.
You can definitely.
So
me,
if you tell me
I
you
can
feel away, I can tell you lying. Don't lie to me.
Don't be lying.
Me, I can tell by people's facial expression how they carry their body, like how their body language is how I figure out where they stand and how people word things. I'm the type of person, how you say things to me, I know the true meaning of what you actually mean behind the word. So you could say, oh, I really like you, but how you said it, I could be like, I know you just want to film me.
Right.
So that's something that you have to learn, and that's not something that comes easy, not gonna lie, because that I had to deal with that for a long time, and that used to really hurt because imagine, you know, thinking that somebody really wanted you when the whole time they just want to, you know, and I have no problem with that, but it's like if you know that's not what I want, then please don't play in my face.
Acting like you wanted something out of me and you didn't.
Exactly.
You only
So
wanted one thing, and it's that, and I don't want to do that.
Because what happens with that is that lead on lasts for a long period of time until it gets to that point where you start to see like, okay, now you just want to, you know.
You start seeing
for me
colors,
personally,
and it takes one thing to see that.
If I was to let someone touch me, bro, and then I found out that they did me dirty or they just like hurt me in general, I would be so like furious.
I would be so
I don't let nobody touch me. So if I let you touch me, it's like, bro, and you're like, bro, I can't even think about it because I'm gonna cry, bro. Like, what? Ain't no way, bro. I would just be flabbergasted.
I would be like, wait, what's going on?
Absolutely not.
Like,
bro.
absolutely not.
Portrayal at its finest,
like just let people know what you want from the jump. Like when you in a talking stage, let them know this is what it is and this is what it ain't. So you have to go through that
this needs to be clear. I'm so sorry to cut you off, but when we're talking, don't ask me what my favorite color is. Come on.
Or when you start talking to somebody and all they ask you is what you doing.
What you doing every 5 minutes?
Bro,
same thing.
like, can you
I was just talking about that, bro. I was just talking about that.
Can you FaceTime me?
Can you
I hate that.
I don't know.
I hate this. Okay. Conversation, I use this analogy a lot. A conversation with somebody is like tennis. If I'm throwing the ball in your court, you gotta hit it back and it goes back and forth, you know, starts a conversation.
Exactly.
So if you ask me what I'm doing, I'm not gonna just say I'm chilling, I'm watching TV. I'm gonna elaborate, giving you time to, you know, start building on the conversation. If I tell you what I'm doing, like so we can have a conversation, and you say, and I say how about you at the end, and you say chilling.
Like if you know you're a dry texter, at least FaceTime.
Exactly.
Right. And then you asked me what you doing 5 minutes later, like I wasn't doing the same thing I was doing.
I was talking to this boy, right?
I'm laying down in my bed.
And he would literally tell me, he would literally text me, like after I would tell him what I'm doing, he'd be like, yeah, he would leave me on delivery and be like, what you doing? And I'd be like, you just asked me that, like.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I'm heavy on that.
2 minutes ago,
bro.
like.
Heavy on that.
And don't be leaving me on delivery for no long period of time.
Heavy on that.
I was just about to
You ever like talk to somebody and they do the littlest thing, and you be like,
one thing about me is I hate being left undelivered, because who are you?
Exactly.
You're not Drake.
Like,
please sit down.
You're not Drake. You're not Nicki Minaj. Like you're not a celebrity. Like please. Stop.
Like I hate being left undelivered. Like because it's like it just gives me like you think you're higher. Like you think hierarchy. Like
you think you're Bryson Tiller. Like you're not. You're not that guy.
You're not Beyonce.
You're not being followed around by paparazzi.
So it don't matter.
Like,
exactly. So that okay. So
also,
I'm gonna look for another question.
Leaving me on delivery. You don't have no time to. Oh, let me see what my girl doing. Did my girl text me? What's she doing?
You just
leave me on delivery to me.
I found a good one. A good one.
And one thing about me, I like being like around you. I like being with you. Like the whole point is to be with you. I don't care where we're at. I just want to be with you. Like
exactly.
This is what you saying. I want to hear what you saying.
It's like, come on.
Pick it up. I don't know.
So I just found a question. And this one is a really big one because this one goes for people like around our age, and that's what everybody wants right now. Situationships. Them. Okay, I feel like I'm no tea, no shade, but I feel like people in situationships can't commit.
They can't because
they can't.
They're
and
stuck on their ex, or they don't want you, and they will show you that they don't.
Okay, see, it could be iffy with that, cause this is my thing. Situationships depends. If y'all both know y'all don't want to commit right now at the moment, then a situation is cool. But in a situationship, communication is key because of. That's a big thing in situationships, because as soon as that communication is gone, now you're catching feelings, and now you don't know what to do now.
Right.
You gotta make sure that everything is set out. Like, you know what's going on regardless. But my thing about a situationship is that you have to be you have to be mentally good up here, babes. Because if you're mentally not okay and you're in a situationship, that's going to drag you through the mud. Because then you're going to
get dragged.
Literally, because you're going to want a relationship, but you know it's a situationship, and it's starting to pop.
Or
it's
like one person wants the relationship and one person don't.
Right.
It's like, what's
another thing I hate is nonchalantness. First of all, if you with me and you acting like you don't care,
you need to care.
That doesn't drive me. Like, that doesn't drive me to like a person more. That drives me away. If you're like, I like the Lulu. I like the Lulu. I like the Lulu. Like, if you're the Lulu, it's like, okay, like, you like me for real. But if you're like showing you don't care, it's like, all right, because now I don't care, and now like whatever energy you give me, I'm gonna give you, and that's
exactly
just that. Like, come on now.
That's just that.
Like, ain't no way.
Or you
none of that. All right.
Okay. Another one, bro. I hate, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me. Like, niggas love playing them games, and I'm not playing games with you.
This is not iMessage games.
Literally, because I'll bust you in your lip. Don't play. I'm sorry. Like, please don't play.
Like, please don't bust you in your lip.
One thing about me, I will not chase you.
Exactly.
If you're coming, if you act like you don't want me,
oh baby, I'm gone.
Bye.
I don't care how long we've been together. Even if I truly do care, I'm not. And you show me you don't care, I'm not doing it.
Oh baby, I'm
you're
crazy.
Back. You're
That's
crazy.
I don't care.
You're crazy. Like, ain't none of that.
No.
Okay, let me. How to?
No, because that's crazy. Like, what? Show me you don't care. Okay, now I don't care about you. So.
Okay.
What?
Popping out. Oh. Wait, how do you feel about popping out?
What do you mean?
Like
showing each other?
Yeah, like when you like in a relationship and like would you post every day or like every like
okay,
once in a while?
This is my thing.
Okay, we back because it had cut off. But anyways.
Okay, my thing
how
about
long was it cut off?
You know, I'm not.
Like
I'm forever a girl's girl. Me personally, but some girls are weird.
Some girls are
like I feel like
that.
So some girls be real. I forgot the word. Like they be real malicious when it comes to girls in a relationship, and they'll do some grimy when you're in a relationship. So my thing, I don't think I'm gonna post his face. I'll post
I wouldn't
like it'll be like his like you know like his like silhouette, but his face.
Like, one thing about me, I will post you like every once in a while, and your face wouldn't be in it. So you know, like them cute Pinterest couples,
it would be like off
that.
guards or like us holding hands or like us out to eat.
Like just off
but
guard.
I'm not posting the face though, so
yeah,
like,
I don't.
And it's
if you're not,
as long as I'm posting you,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you can post me all you want, but on me.
But I feel like if you posting your friends more than you post me,
then you're
just
not like. Or if you hanging out with your friends more than you hanging out with me.
You just scared me, bro.
I'm sorry, I had to run off
that. Like,
I had to run off that one, y'all. Yeah, that's like side eye. It's like
no,
you're in a relationship with your
bro.
friends. Are you in a relationship with them or me?
Are we in a relationship or they like?
Had to run off for that one.
Okay, I feel like this one is very debatable topic. How are we feeling about girl best friends and boy best friends?
Okay, listen. One thing about me, I'm not no control of girlfriend. I'm not the type of girlfriend to text you like where you at, who that be. all of that. I'm none of that, because I'm not insecure. Because I know who I am. I know how I look, and I'm not about to be one-on-one. So if you ever like put me in a position where you make me feel like I got one up on somebody else, it's like, all right, like I'm just distance myself.
Right.
So like if you got a girl best friend, like for me, if you got a girl best friend,
I feel like you can have a girl best friend, but there needs to be boundaries.
Exactly. They have to know where they stand, and I know where I stand. I don't care about girl best friends. But if you like post this, like if you ever post like a video with your girl best friend and you like touchy feely, I'm like,
this is my thing. My thing about girl, okay, I have no problem with it. It's only when it starts to be like, you know, now I'm starting to give side-eye moment, like, don't, like, why are you playing? Like, other than that, oh, and one thing, oh, this really boils me, bro. I hate niggas who purposely want to get you mad, like get under your skin. And like me, I'm not insecure at all, and I'm not the jealous type either. I'm really not.
It's a difference. I feel like motherfuckers think it's a difference between being insecure and being disrespectful. Like if I'm putting out disrespect and you're trying to make me feel like I'm insecure for speaking on it, it's like, what the hell? Because I know I'm not insecure. It's just you're being disrespectful.
But this is the thing, bro, I'm getting at right here. I just don't like when, say you're chilling with a guy or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, I'm just thinking about this girl or whatever, trying to get under your skin, trying to
raps. What the hell?
Like, you're done. Trying to get under your skin, trying to make you mad when they know you're not the jealous type, and they'll keep doing it. That pisses me off, because like, come on. Like, why? What are you doing? Like, you want, and they want a reaction out of you, but you're not giving them that, so it's like they get mad about it low key, and it's just like, that's annoying as hell. And I hate
if you bring up another you ever like you ever on the phone with like somebody you're talking to, and then they tell you about their day, and then they be like, and then they bring up a girl and you be like, oh, okay, cute, cute. I mean, I don't care, but I am. Alright, what's the next one?
I was going to I don't know. Should I do
love language?
I like this one.
What? Oh, how to
ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak first.
I'm always first. Like,
I feel like for me, getting over your ex or like a breakup, for me, what I did, because I went through that first breakup, that was traumatic. So what I did, I spent a lot of time. First of all, when the relationship was over, I deleted everything.
Before I cut you off, will you say like what they did, like the action was played, cheated, what?
Okay.
This the girls. Okay, this for the girls. So.
They didn't cheat on me, but it was sort of like playing in my face, and I would like go back. But that was a long time ago. Don't think I'm like that now, because ain't none of that. So it was just like they were just playing in my face, and like I wasn't seeing my worth. Basically, it was something like that. But they didn't cheat. It was just so like we broke up, and we were still talking after the breakup, and they were playing in my face after the breakup. So honestly, what I did when that relationship was over, deleted everything, deleted all the pictures. I wasn't into that, because I feel like when you keep pictures, that hangs. When you keep pictures, that is what like makes you. That is what like makes you lean on the relationship even more, and it stops your healing.
Delete.
It stops your healing. So once I'm like, if I'm breaking up with you, I'm deleting all the pictures. You're not staying in my phone. I'm sorry. You're done. It's done. You're done. Because I'm trying to get over you. I'm not trying to, for me, like dwell or like cry over you. Like life goes on at the end of the day. And I feel like for me, I spent a lot of time alone. I like watched my comfort shows. I recently got this book. Literally after my breakup, I got this book. Okay, it helped me. I'm not even lying. It helped me a lot. And that's like one of the reasons why. I feel like another thing, like not even like, I'm not saying talk to a bunch of people after you break up, but like
that's not a good way to hit.
Like
do not do that.
The more I talked, like say if I was over the ex, I would talk to like, and I would talk to like the next person. If they would do me wrong, it would be like, okay, that's fine, because now I experienced that, and now I know what to look out for for the next relationship. So I done dealt with it, and now if I see it again, it's like it's clips, you're out.
And I'm for the girls who need to hear about this one. Being cheated on, I'm not gonna lie to you, that is a different level of pain that if someone never got cheated on, they're never gonna understand that, because cheated on is a different type of pain that, you no matter how you play it off, that stuff.
Another thing about healing,
bad.
You don't want to ignore the way you feel. Like, you don't want to block out your feelings. You want to feel what you feel, so that way you can heal. If you're like trying to block out the way you feel and like not trying to cry or whatever, you need to cry. You need to feel those emotions so to be able to heal. That's the whole point.
Okay, so how to get over an ex that cheated on you. My thing is, take a step back, you know, because let it all out. Because you're not gonna just jump, like how her situation is, you're not gonna just jump into that one right away. When you're cheated on, that's gonna hit you in a different way, because you just feel betrayed, you just feel used, the time wasted, all that. And no matter how much time was invested, it's just gonna hurt bad. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it is. So cry, do what you gotta do, you know, watch your movies, whatever you gotta do. After a while, you know, when the emotions are settling down, you're still feeling that hurt, but you're not as bad as before. You gotta breathe. Don't forget that. Just breathe and just remember, like, you're that girl. Don't forget.
Have you you're that girl?
But it's not gonna be easy though. You have to really want that. You really have to take step by step through that process. Me, it definitely took me a minute, not gonna lie, because it's just like, damn. Like, I'm a really emotional, not just an emotional person, but I feel things on a deeper level. Sensitive. So I won't say I'm sensitive in the case, but I just feel things on a different level. So when I'm cheated on, it don't feel like how everybody else got cheated on. It just feel like, damn, like that really hit home. So I would say, just take your time, you know, take it day by day. But after a while, I had to look at it as like, okay, now I know what not to do, and use it as a learning experience, you know. Okay, I was like, okay, yeah, that wasn't the guy for me, you know. And this is the big thing, because you'll see these signs early on, but you'll be like, nah, I'm gonna try to cover it. Once they do that one thing, girl, they're not gonna change at all after that. So once you see that one bad thing, cut it off.
Someone who cheats
end
will
it.
cheat again. Like,
Exactly.
And don't have that mindset that somebody cheating on you will change. No, they won't.
They're not gonna change for you. They're not gonna change. And I hate when girls be like, oh, they'll change for a girl. No, they're not.
They won't.
They won't change for
They'll
nobody.
only change for the girl they truly want.
And then only gonna change if they genuinely want to change.
Exactly.
So once you see that one sign, that one bad thing they did, don't go back again. Cut it off, and it's done after that. Because once you give them the second time, the third strike, now you're just attached, and now it's gonna be even harder for you to detach from them again. So it's like, you gotta just do it one and done, and use it, everything as a learning experience, not as a regret, but like use it as a, okay, this happened and now I'm gonna learn from it, and now I know what not to do in the next relationship. That's,
you know, for me, I was thinking, I don't think this has to do with the topic, but I was just thinking about it. For me, like, I feel like when it comes to talking about your feelings sometimes, and like, say if you're talking to somebody about how you feel about something, and they like, their responses are just making you feel like you shouldn't have said anything. Like, for me, I feel like I'm the type of girl where I feel like if I'm saying something, I don't tweak out for no reason. Like, I'm not gonna just tweak out. Like, I feel a type of way about something you did for a reason, because it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay to you. Like, it was okay to you because you did it, but it wasn't okay to me. So I feel like I'm the type of girl that feels like if someone isn't trying to understand, or if someone doesn't completely understand how I feel about something, that just goes to show they haven't had a girl like me before.
Exactly.
Because I'm so in touch with the way I feel, and I'm so in touch. At the end of the day, if I feel some type of way about something and someone is making my feelings invalid, I'm going to tell myself, your feelings are valid. The way you feel is valid. You're not tweaking out. The way you feel is valid, because you wouldn't feel this way if it wasn't wrong. So I feel like no one can make me ever feel bad about telling them how I feel, ever.
Exactly.
Literally.
Okay, this is my thing. This one goes for friendships. So my thing is, my biggest thing is I don't like, okay, so me, I'm the type of person, if either you're venting to me, we're having a conversation that involves tea about whatever, I'm into your conversation. I'm like, damn, what? Like, okay, like, why would she do something that's weird?
Right.
Like, or if I'm silent, it's only because I'm listening. And I have another thing to say on that. Don't even say my, don't even say, because I got something to say on that. So I just hate, say I'm venting to you and it just feel like you're not listening and you don't care. I'm never gonna vent to you or ever I'm not gonna even talk about my feelings. So then I'm gonna just cut it off and just change the topic, because now I feel disrespected because I'm venting to you, coming to you as like your friend or whoever you are to me, and it feels like you're not listening or you don't care about how I'm feeling. That's a big thing for me. I'm very picky on who I tell my feelings to. So if I'm choosing you, that means I really mess with you for real. So if I'm talking to you about how I feel about something, and when I'm talking about how I feel about something, that means it's like really, really bothering me.
Exactly.
And you just giving me like, oh, okay, oh, then I'm not gonna like,
or like, damn, that's crazy. It's
yeah,
like,
no,
like never.
Like, or if it's a difference between you're listening and you're silent while I'm talking, and then let it all out at the end after I'm done speaking. Then you just said, oh, okay. Like, don't make me mad. And now I want to punch you through the screen. But this is another thing. What I'm about to say about the listening. Not everybody is good at listening.
Oh my God.
Not everybody. Because literally that's a rare trait. Me, her, and her, like
just
we
you're listening
doesn't mean you're listening. Because there is a difference between listening and actually
understanding.
Yeah. Bro,
you have to
listen
to understand.
And I hate selective hearers, bro.
Oh my God, like they only want to hear what they want to hear.
Yes, like say I'm venting you about something and you picking out a word that's just one word, like
exactly.
like the important part of the
that's exactly the important part of the conversation.
Exactly. Or like it's going through one ear out the other. Like,
and you just don't care.
Or if I'm telling you about something that I feel like you did that was wrong, and your only response is you being defensive instead of actually apologizing.
Exactly.
Like just because you didn't say nothing. Just because you didn't see anything wrong with it doesn't mean you can't say sorry.
Exactly.
Like, and another thing what she said about sorry, I don't like sorry, because people will apologize and say sorry, and that's just to shut you up, because they'll say sorry. Like guys will say sorry so many times, and do the same thing again. Like say I was like,
oh my God,
say you out and you being a little
flashback. I'm sorry.
Say you're out. This is an example, and you being like hella friendly, and I'm not really
friendly.
Like, sorry. And you being hella friendly, and I point it out, and I point that out, and you're like, oh, my fault. I'm sorry. Then the next day you're doing the same thing again.
You didn't really mean sorry.
You didn't mean sorry, so that's why I don't like sorry. That's why when people say sorry, I'm like, don't tell me sorry. Change.
Right.
Exactly. Change was actually
change
like,
your ways.
if you really heard how I was feeling, then you would take what I said and change it. I'm not telling you don't got to be friendly to people, but don't be all up on her like.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm right here.
Why are you making a video with somebody and you like this?
Exactly. Like.
And don't even make me slap you, because you should only be making videos like that with me. Be for real.
Don't do it with nobody
else.
Oh
my God, it feels so nice to actually have people that actually understand your mind. Because you ever like communicate to somebody that don't understand your mind, and you're just like, bro,
you don't understand how you don't get it. Just like, oh my God, no.
I just feel like, bro. Anyway,
like how do you not understand where I'm coming from?
How do you not? Like sometimes it just be common sense too, and I just be like, bro, like there's no.
You lacking common knowledge.
Literally, it's just like
what's this?
What is the tea?
Or if I bring something up that I've been like overthinking, and then you just push me away. Now you're done. Now you're cut, and I don't care.
I just
oh my God!
This is like
no, hold on. Where's it at?
Wait, what you want to say?
You ever like not even arguing, but like just talking to somebody? Like you ever like, okay, how do I say this? You ever like,
I gotta keep my thumb on it because we're fried.
You ever like talking to like somebody ever did something that makes you upset, and then their reaction is just so like they don't care, and it's just like, damn, you really don't care. Like you don't care. It's just like,
how do you don't care and I care?
It's just
we talked about pet peeves earlier. Why am I acting like I don't know how to speak? Like,
pet peeve.
One of my biggest pet peeves is I hate lies. Like I hate being lied to.
Oh God.
That will make me want to bust you in your crow.
Especially about the
don't lie to me.
Like say if like I'm in a relationship with you and you lie about something like that's not even like that big of a deal. Then it's like, what else can you lie about me? Like lie to me about?
Because first, with me, trust is a big thing, because I definitely do have trust issues, but I'm not the type of person who has trust issues and can't let their guard down.
The type of people
I can let my guard down. I just have to really, once we start talking for a couple months, the guard will slowly go down. But I definitely have trust issues sometimes, so once you do that one lie, I'm not gonna be able to trust you again.
Literally.
Because like,
heavy on that.
how am I know when next time you're gonna lie about something else? you know, not spend too much time on the topic.
Listen, I gotta say something. You know the type of people that think just because they don't cheat that they're a good partner.
Oh, that's the bare minimum.
You're bad. Like, just because you're not out talking to other girls and flirting with other people don't mean that's literally the bare. That's literally the bare minimum. Bro. Like, what do you want me to clap? Like, you want me to clap? Like, that's the bare minimum. Bravo, you're not cheating? Like,
okay. This one is a big thing. How to get over a toxic ex.
Oh.
Woo! Because
I experienced that too. Ew.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been in a toxic relationship and I thought it was like, oh my god, no.
Oh yeah, I used to think it was like, now it's just like, looking back, it's like,
that's
embarrassing.
Being in a toxic relationship push you through the ringer, babes. It's so stressful.
It's a difference between being Delu and toxic. Like, Delu is like, oh, I care about you, but toxic is like toxic.
Toxic is like Krishan.
Yeah, that's like
okay. I don't think nobody's on that level. That's wow.
No, but that's toxic though. That's the best way to explain.
Literally.
Ooh, that one. Like, I just hate. Like, oh my god, bro. Dealing with a toxic relationship. I feel like that's the hardest one to leave.
How do you guys feel about quality time?
That's
not
love language.
That's
like,
so. I feel like for me, in order to build a relationship stronger, like, say if this is something you see long term. If you're not spending quality time, what do you do?
How are we gonna get to know each other?
How are we forming the relationship if I'm barely seeing
we cannot just text all the time. What is text?
Oh my god,
like,
just because we talk every day,
like, I feel like when people say talking, people think texting and calling. No, yeah, we could. I'm heavy on the call. I'm sorry. If we're talking, we better be calling, going on dates, you know, seeing each other, getting to know each other. And I feel like a big thing about quality time is when we're on that quality time, we should be also getting to know each other, not just doing we're heavy on, just fixated on what we're doing. We need to be talking, getting to know each other, and
like, you know those couples that be like going over each other's house doing face masks, like,
right?
Stuff like that. Like, why can't it's cute? Anyway, I had to say that.
And I feel like, I don't know, it's because, like, you know, I haven't branched out of my state, or not my state, but my city. But I'm just so, like...
Speaking of my city, I'm tired of my city.
You're tired of it. Like, my city.
And the people in it, too. Like, it's just like,
if y'all knew what city we was talking about.
Famous.
Another thing with quality time, like, we're supposed to spend time together, too.
Well, I have a good question. This was not even on the list, guys.
Like,
what?
How do y'all feel about clinginess? Me?
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna be I'm the different one in the bunch, as we could see.
Bye. I'm like clingy and like my friends.
Yeah.
I'm clingy and like
like one thing about me is like I like clinginess to an extent, and I feel like there's levels to it. Like,
yes,
I feel like there's levels to it. Like, I'm type of clingy is being around you. I'll cuddle with you.
I think
I don't like
time though. Like that's.
But
that's
I feel like no. Like I feel like I feel like
I don't
my
like
clingy is
affection.
Right.
Oh, I do. I want you to be able to hold my hand in public.
Holding hands is fine, but I'm talking about, you know how people be like kissing and doing all that, like cuddling.
I'm sorry.
No PDA and
I don't care.
Like, if we're out, like,
okay, if say we're out on the town or something like that, I want you to, I don't care if we kiss, I don't care what we do, because it's like, you're my man and I don't care. Like, you're ready putting in, I'll tug you down wherever we at.
Oh wow,
I'm sorry, that's me. But I don't like that clingy when they're breathing on your neck. you licking on my ears and my face, like,
yeah, no.
One thing about me, breathe on my ear and I'll deck you in your face. I'm sorry. Whether you're my friend or my man, don't breathe in my ear. I don't like that. Like, that just really like makes me want to just turn over and bust you in your jaw. Love you though, but like, chill out.
But especially if you're in a relationship with me, I can really feel energy. Like, if you say you mad at me, if you mad at me and you say you're not mad, I can feel that. Like, you're lying to me, obviously.
Okay, we're changing the topic. We're gonna go to self-love.
Yeah, self-love.
Oh my god, I just saw a good one.
Taking care of yourself mentally. Like, what do you do to take care of yourself mentally?
Mentally, okay. I feel like mentally, I personally been through a lot. My friends know. And I feel like, I'm the type of person, and this is for them, new to them too. I'm that type of person, when I feel too much at once, I gotta take a step back. So, and that means I won't be on my phone a lot. I know it's bad, but sometimes I have to stop talking to people I love for a minute and just get myself together. And not to be like that, but for a long time it was just me, like getting myself through stuff.
You first instead of wrong.
Yeah, for a long time it was just me getting myself together. So when I have friends, sometimes I'm not really kind of used to the whole feng shui a bit. Like I'm gonna close them out for a second and really get myself together, and then come back and then share what I had to share and why I was out and why I took a step back.
Yeah.
So that's how I do my mental health when I'm at like my low. Sometimes, you know, I have to take a step back from things, and I'm very that type of person. I feel like this helps with your mental health a lot. I don't know if they know this, but I'm the type of person, when I wake up, the first thing I don't do is touch my phone. That helped with my mental health a lot. Waking up in the morning and just doing things, you know, doing things productive, you know, whether it's my skincare, whether it's cooking or doing something else. Just, I'm not on my phone when I wake up. I'm not gonna pick up my phone. I feel like that helped with my mental health a lot.
Yeah, that's what cause when I was like back in like December, I was really depressed, and I would like sleep a lot, and like when I woke up I wouldn't really do anything but just stay in my bed. But now I've been like getting up, doing what I need to do,
and I feel like even if be proud of yourself when you do that.
Yes.
If you're in a slump and you don't be mad at yourself, because it's normal, but when you get up, think about how you just got up after that hard time and really pat yourself on the back for that, because that was hard. And don't knock yourself down about that, because you really, you know, that took a big thing for you. That was a big step for you, and applaud yourself, baby.
Everyone applaud. Like,
also, and like journaling can help, you know,
journaling,
like,
yeah.
Well, that's not how I do it, but you know,
or write it down in your notes too.
Yeah, write it down in your notes.
And another big thing is everybody deals with it differently. So just because one person journals and one person talks doesn't mean you have to do either one of those things.
Another thing,
find what
fits you.
Yeah, resonates with you.
Another thing is oversharing. I feel like if you're going through something, you don't need to always overshare to everybody, because the energy you have, it clings onto other people. So I feel like that's why I remember I was telling you to get a journal. Get a journal. Like sometimes not everything needs to be said to everybody, because you don't even know. Like, good thing I have good friends around me, because you don't know who is really your friend and who is not.
Yeah,
so if you're oversharing everything, it's like you don't really know if that person is gonna go and tell, or your pain can get worse from telling your pain to the wrong person. So it's like journal,
because all people don't be wishing good on you. They could wish bad on you.
So say if you're trauma dumping to somebody and they're not even a good friend.
I know people gonna say, oh, it's crazy. Talk to yourself.
Talk to yourself.
I don't care, because the only person who understands you is you.
And sometimes when you say the thoughts out loud, it's time like, oh, you can take a step. It helps you learn. It helps you evolve.
What I do is sometimes I record myself. Like I set up my phone and I talk to myself.
I do that on my iPad. Yeah,
it helps. It might sound like you need to go to a certain
like if you got a little iPad,
record
yourself, talk about what you talk about.
Okay, I found another topic in there that really resonates with me. Oh my god.
Okay, what is
for the longest, not me now, not high school me, because I've changed and I had to learn, and perspective had to be changed immediately. Comparing yourself, that's the biggest one for a lot of girls. And no matter who wants to admit it, you could be the most confident person, but I used to compare myself a lot, and it used to weigh down on my mental health. Like, it used to have me, and I feel like that's how some people get like body dysmorphia a lot, from comparing themselves. Not saying that's the only reason they could get it, way they could get it.
That's another thing.
But I feel like
when people say the power of the tongue, whatever you say about yourself will become true. Exactly. So if you're like saying a whole bunch of really positive affirmations to yourself, those will start to.
But I'm gonna honestly, about affirmation, that's not easy though. For me, like saying that over and over again, it just really doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really do nothing for me personally. I'm not saying that that's not gonna work, but that you have to be at a really good mental capacity to keep doing that, and really just. I'm not gonna say be Delulu, but be Delulu, because you have to be
Delulu. Like
you have to like, yeah, I'm that girl. I'm Nikki. I'm the next Nikki, or whatever you gotta say. Because that's not easy. But another thing I was just saying, like, that was a really hard thing for me, and not gonna lie, like growing up, that was very much a struggle.
Another thing with like your life, like if you feel like your life isn't interesting, what I used to do I remember when I first got Pinterest and I started like building a whole bunch of boards together. As soon as I started doing vision boards, my life literally started being like the vision boards. You have to
That
like
is so true.
Come on now.
You could do like mentally
Be
vision boards
Delulu
for
and
yourself.
like literally just romanticize your life, bro.
Because me, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I've been talking about nursing school, being a nurse since I was like a baby. And I've been talking about it, and everybody tried to tell me it's hard, it's gonna knock me down, and look at me now.
Right.
I got accepted in one of the top nursing schools in my state. So
Fire.
look at that.
That girl.
So I just because people be like, oh, they don't make you, don't let that stop you from doing what you want to
Exactly.
do. Fuck what they gotta say.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do what I want to do. If that's my dream, I'm not gonna give it up for nobody.
Because it's your future, not nobody else's.
Exactly. And everybody's path is different. So just because one person is this and the other person is that, don't mean you gotta follow either one. Do what suits you,
Right.
not what suits everybody else. And that's another thing. Be your own person. Don't try to be like other people. Be you, because you're the only you out here. So
Exactly.
who else gonna be you besides you?
Nobody.
Right. Nobody.
And that's why I love being me. Whether I'm crazy, whether I'm what, like my friends know, like I randomly be shaking ass for no reason. And I'm not gonna
You ever look in the mirror and be like, I'm me, like,
Oh, yeah.
me, like, me.
This is real. This is
No, literally,
I'm
like,
exactly where I'm supposed to be.
fire. Okay, are we on the same topic? What topic is it? Self-love.
I think I'm gonna do this one. Have you ever wanted to change yourself to fit in society's expectations?
I
don't think so.
I'm gonna say when I was younger. Now it's like, no.
I feel like when I was younger, because when I was younger, I didn't really see a lot of people like me. The school I was at, yeah, it was, but it really wasn't. And growing up, it really was, I don't know, I just feel like not seeing me a lot. I feel like the kids now are very privileged because they got to grow up and see themselves on TV and stuff like that, and cartoon shows. But growing up, we didn't really see that until, like, you know, later on, like 5th grade, 6th grade. And I feel like if we were growing up seeing ourselves on TV, like, it would help us a lot. Like me being a nurse, if I was growing up like from when I was like young seeing Doc McStuffins, oh babes, that would really have resonated with me. But I only saw that when I was like, you know, already starting to, you know, be like 5 already. So it was like, you know, I feel like shows, bro, they really play in that mind, because what you see when you're younger really plays a role when you're older. So not seeing myself on TV when I was younger really impacts me now, and I can see that now. Like if I was to see me with my type of hair texture, not no, you know, white mixed with black texture, my texture on TV, I would really be better. But growing up not seeing me and people with my hair texture, kind of feel like that's why a lot of black girls have hair insecurities. Because yeah, people, when we were growing up, it really wasn't people with thick coarse hair, it was more of people with long loose curls. So, and that doesn't resonate with a lot of people. Yeah, that resonates with you know, a percentage, but a lot of black girls have thick coarse hair. So if you saw people with thick coarse hair on TV, it would really resonate with girls. I used to feel
like that. Like I feel like growing up, I wore my natural hair to a certain extent. Like it was like, I used to wear my natural hair a lot, but as soon as I started going to school and like growing up, I would straighten it. I would always wear box braids, and when I had my box braids, I would never take them out. Like never take them out. Like, and it's not even like funny, like it was just because I was so insecure about my thick hair. Like even with being dark skinned and most of my friends were light skinned with curly hair, it was just like I was just trying to fit in. And I went through the stage where I was like a little whitewashed black girl. So yeah, that was definitely giving thumbs down.
Okay, I was having whitewashed black girl, but I really would say like it really, and especially because when we were growing up, like a lot of the boys wanted them Hispanics with long curly hair,
and I just wasn't that.
And I wasn't that. My hair is thick and coarse, as you can see.
You know what's crazy? Back then, it used to be a joke to be dark skinned, and now everybody on TikTok,
now the thing
like,
is dark skin. They love.
And now it's just like
dark skin. They love brown skin.
Now everybody like
brown
the dark
skin girl. Your skin just
it's the.
No, because like it's so true. Like
I just really like, and I feel like me, I'm light skinned, bro, but like this hair ain't giving long.
Yeah, and light skins with thick hair are treated so much differently with light skin with loose curls.
Yes,
it's the texturism. Let's talk about it.
Because you see me, yes, I'm light skinned, but because I have thick coarse hair, I'm not approached as if somebody else with the same complexion as me but looser curls, we're not approached the same.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I remember I was talking to this guy, right? And like I felt like I was only like, I feel like when you're in a relationship, you can like, you have to pay attention to how that person makes you feel. And you know what's crazy? His following, nothing like me. All light skin, loose curls, and every time I was scrolling on TikTok and I would see a light skin with loose curls, I would think about him. That's crazy. That's
sick.
That's sick. And it's just like, I felt like he only talked to me because I was pretty for a dark skin, because I was a pretty dark skin, and not because I was his actual type.
When people say that. One time, my manager at my old job, she was talking to me. She was like, "Oh, Nayana, are you mixed?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just black." She's like, "Oh yeah, because you're really pretty for a black girl." What?
Oh, wow.
What do you mean?
You talking about
a black girl? Yeah, I'm pretty for a black girl. Like what? What do that mean?
Yeah,
so she was like, "Oh yeah, because only mixed girls are really pretty." What?
And
it's
then,
very like side eye. Like what do you mean by that?
Exactly. And I feel like I really don't have, not to be like this, but I feel like I really don't fit in anywhere, to be honest. I'm mixed. Yeah, my dad is Native American and my mom is Jamaican. Yeah, I'm mixed. Yeah, I'm light skinned, but the coarse hair and it just feels like I don't fit into specific sections. Like, for example, I'm light skinned, but they'll have loose curls, so I don't fit in there. I'm mixed, but I really don't fit in there because like they have some different trait that I obviously don't have. Like they'll be mixed with colored eyes or something like that, and I don't fit in there. And it's just like sometimes it feels like, or like, not because my friends are my girls, they don't make me feel like that, but sometimes in school I'll feel like, where do I fit in at? Because yeah, like then there'll be the dark skinned girls at a clique, but then they'll single out me because I'm light skinned, and like they'll do that. Or the girls who are light skinned who single out dark skins, and that's weird. I'm the type of girl, if I see you in school and you're pretty, I'll tell you that. But then some girls will be like, you're ugly because they think you're pretty, which is weird. So I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it just didn't fit anywhere. So I feel like, you know, sometimes you just gotta do you and be fine with being alone. Cause sometimes I kept trying to fit into some spot, but where I knew it was just giving, like I was just like, yeah, I was just laughing when nothing was funny. It just felt like I was just there to be.
Oh my god, I hate feeling like that. Yeah, I hate feeling left out. Like at the end of the day, I don't care and I don't mind being by myself, because like at the end of the day, I'm my own friend. But like if we're in a large group and you're just like, you guys are all having conversation and I'm just sitting in the back and you guys are just
you're not even like,
trying to include me, even if I don't know the people, like even if I'm not friends with the people that you're around, it's like, why are y'all not including me in the conversation? Y'all just have y'all all on shebang. That's why it's like I just like hanging out with my like few select people, because it's just like I hate feeling left out. I really do. It's like annoying.
I just feel like
this was good.
Heavy on that.
We gotta do another one because we got more questions, but
what's another thing?
I don't know. I'm trying to look, but I'm not really seeing. I think we answered most of the ones.
We definitely did get a lot out.
We definitely did get a lot out. We gotta do another one because this.
And I feel like a big thing for me is, babes, you can never elevate in life if you don't have confidence. Confidence plays a big role in your mental health, whether you see it or not. I didn't believe that, but until I realized, as soon as I felt confident, that changed everything, the whole perspective, how I was viewed from everybody once I was confident. Once you stop being insecure, you get that confidence, babes, you're gonna feel like you're on top of the rocks. You're gonna feel like you're that girl, and when people be like you're ugly, that's not gonna phase you. Because I've been in a situation where girls wanted to fight me and call me ugly, but I wasn't giving them no mind because like I'm mean, I'm a bad bitch.
Like I'm the type of person,
and it phased me. So once it stopped phasing me, then they start looking like, oh yeah, now you look weird because you're arguing with yourself. And I knew I'm a bad bitch, and I know I look good. So
I'm the type of person where if I walk in a room, I feel like everybody's already staring at me. That's the type of confidence I have. I'm sorry. It's just that. Like if I walk into the room, I just feel like everybody's just staring at me.
But one of my pet peeves though, that's one of my pet peeves. I don't like being stared at. I don't I don't like feeling the eyes on the back of my head and the neck. I know I look good and I know that I'm gonna get stares, but at the same time it's just like, stop staring at me.
Like I can't. Oh my god. But this was so good. We gotta do another one.
Oh, and my girls who have a body like a big plum Peach, this is for you. Me, I always felt like I was always approached because I only had, you know, plum peach in the back. And I felt like I wasn't approached more because I'm not trying to, you know, get this demonetized, you know, and take down.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the camera's done. We gotta go.
I'm just trying to say, if you got a peach and it feels like that you, and they don't like you for your face, you're beautiful, and I love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
See you in the next one. Bye.